Welcome, I'm Robin. This is Peaceful Strength, week 2, and today we focus on our legs. We're doing a lot of adduction this week, hugging in of our inner thighs. So if you have a block or a rolled up towel, or a pillow from a sofa that you could place in between your inner thighs to hug in, you can grab that, or you could just imagine energetically hug your inner thighs together. And if you want blocks for some sun salutations, you can get those. So we're going to start in standing at the top of our mat. Bring your big toes together, your heels slightly apart, or your feet hip distance apart if that feels more supportive. Lift your toes up, spread them wide. Feel the four corners of your feet press down, your inner arches lift up, and then gently plant your toes back down, maybe one by one. Lift up through your kneecaps, lengthen your tailbone, pull your belly up and in. Soften through your shoulders and lift up through the crown of your head. Just find yourself on your mat, letting everything else go just for this time together. Perhaps start to breathe in and out through your nose, gently constricting the back of your throat. And take your hands to heart center with eyes closed or soft. Set an intention for your practice. Take a deep breath in. And a complete exhale, let it go. And then release your hands down by your sides. Inhale, sweep your arms up. Lower your right arm down, take a side bend, maybe look up towards your fingers. Inhale back to center, side bend the other way. This could be small if this is first thing in the morning. Maybe your other hand is on your hip. Come back to center one more time each side. And switch. Inhale back to center, goal post your arms, widen from elbow to elbow. Twist to the right, trying to keep your hips facing forward. Just feel this twist in your upper back. Come back to center, twist to the left, really scooping in your belly. Inhale back to center, exhale, fold. You can soften your knees here. Shake your head. Inhale, take a half lift, lengthen your spine. Exhale, step back to plank. And lower all the way to your belly. Stretch your arms out in front of you with your palms in towards the midline and your thumbs up. All of your toenails are on the mat. Scoop in that belly. Gently press your pubic bone down. Your nose is just hovering on the mat. Lift your right arm up and your left leg. And lower. Switch. Lift your left arm up and your right leg. And lower. Keep alternating side to side. Awakening the back body and breathing. Moving nice and controlled. One more each side. I'm exhaling as I lift. Good. Then take your hands down by your ribs. Still pulling that belly in away from the floor. Inhale, lift your chest up, stay low, or start to straighten your arms for cobra, or even an up dog with your thighs off the mat if your back is ready for that. And then exhale, down dog. Big breath in, big breath out. Again, big breath in, and big breath out. And keep a big bend in your knees here. You can bend and straighten each leg, pedaling out through your heels. Finding that length in your spine. Or finding stillness. And still finding that length. One more breath. And then inhale, lift your right leg up high behind you, three-legged dog. On your exhale, draw your knee in towards your nose, shift your shoulders over your wrist, press the floor away, and step the foot right through. If it doesn't reach, pick it up and drag it forward. Good. You can tent up on your fingers or take your hands to your blocks. Right knee over your ankle, pulling your heart forward. Strong through that back leg, reaching out through that left heel. Energetically hugging into the midline. And breathing. You can stay here, or you can lift your arms back. Hugging your outer hips in. Feeling your glutes, feeling that front leg. Take another breath here. If your hands are up, bring them back to the mat or to the blocks. Lift your right heel up and lower. Lift it up and lower. One more, lift it up and lower. Good. Keep your left hand down, sweep your right arm up, gentle twist. Stacking your shoulders, reaching from fingertip to palm. And then exhale your right hand down. Step back, down dog. Noticing the difference from one side to the other. And we're going to switch. Inhale, lift your left leg up high behind you, three-legged dog. And on your exhale, draw that knee slowly in towards your chest, shifting your shoulders over your wrists, pressing the floor away, and then stepping the foot. If it doesn't reach, lift it up and drag it forward. Tent up on your fingers, reach out through that right heel, strong through the right quad. Or your hands can be on blocks here, finding some more height. Maybe scooching that left leg a little bit more to the left, but your left knee stays over your ankle and your knee tracks with the center of your foot. You can stay here, or for more, reach your arms back like a low airplane lunge. Pulling your heart forward, hugging your outer hips in, and breathing. And lower your arms down if they're up. You're going to lift that left heel up and lower. I don't know if you could see. I'm going to move the blocks. Lift your left heel up and lower. This is always an option. You don't have to do it. Lift your left heel up and lower. Let's take that twist. Right hand down, left hand to your left hip. Turn towards the left. Maybe lift the left arm up. Pressing the floor away, stacking your shoulders. And breathing, hugging into the midline. Another inhale. And exhale your hand down, step back, down dog. Big breath in, big breath out. You have an option here of taking a vinyasa, or you can stay in down dog or come to child's pose. If you want a little bit more work for your upper body, roll forward like a wave to high plank. Pressing the floor away, lengthening your tailbone. And then take chaturanga or lower to your belly. Chaturanga, shift a little forward, bend your elbows, tricep push-up. No, shoulders come no lower than your elbows. And then peel your chest up, staying low or high for cobra or up dog. Exhale, down dog. Big breath in. Big breath out. And lift your right leg up again. This time, bring your right knee to your right elbow, or maybe your right armpit, and then send it back. Again, come in, right elbow, right armpit, send it back. One more, right elbow, right armpit, and then bring it into center and step it in between your hands. You've got it. Adjust your feet as necessary, and inhale, rise up, high lunge. Put a bend in your back knee so you're in a double lunge. Right knee over your ankle. Your arms can be straight up, goalpost, or prayer. A little lower and lifts. Hugging your outer hips in for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hold, hold. Straighten the back leg. Open up to the side, warrior 2. Soft shoulders, pelvis right under your torso. Stretching out through your arms, maybe looking over your right fingers. Soft toes, you can pick them up and lift them. Lift your toes, spread out through your feet. Anchoring through the back pinky side edge of your foot so that back arch is lifting. One more breath. And then inhale, reverse your warrior. Hands to the mat. Lift up your back heel. Step back, down dog. Other side. Inhale, lift your left leg up. Exhale, bring your left knee in towards your left elbow, your left armpit. Send it back. Again, drag it in. Left elbow, left armpit. Send it back. One more. Left elbow, left armpit. Drag it into the center and step it in between. Adjusting the distance. Pausing here. Reaching out through that right heel. And then rising up, high lunge. Setting it up, putting a bend in your back knee. Lengthening your tailbone. Whoops. Finding your balance. Seeing where you want to place your arms. Scooping in that belly. Pressing into the big toe of the left foot. Finding your balance. And then staying here or lowering and lifting just an inch, not all the way. You've got it. For 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Straighten that back leg. And then open up, warrior 2. Heel to arch alignment. Torso up over your pelvis. Pulling in your belly. Lengthening your tailbone. Opening up now through that left hip. You can lift your toes up, spread them out, and then plant them back down. Breathe here. Strong legs, strong warrior. Flip your front palm, reverse your warrior. Feel a nice side body stretch. And then hands come down to the mat. Lift up your right heel. Step back, down dog. Big breath in. Big breath out. One more big breath in. And big breath out. Look forward to your hands. Maybe come up on your tiptoes and take little steps, little tiptoes, all the way to the front of your mat. Maybe bending your knees as you get closer. Take a half lift, lengthen. Take your block or your pillow. Take your feet about 2 fists distance apart. Take whatever you have in between your inner thighs and come to chair. So your knees are tracking with the second and third toe, sitting back into your chair. You can press your hands together into a prayer, widening through your collarbones, or you can goal post your arms. Maybe a little lower in lifts as you hug into the prop. Really sitting your hips back so that you can still see your toes if you look down. But look up and keep your chest nice and wide. We're going to hold it down in 4, in 3, in 2, and 1. Hold it down. Lift up both heels and lower. Lift up your heels and lower. You don't have to do this part. Lift up your heels only if you want to. One more. Lift up your heels. Stay up. Little lifts and lowers from here. You've got it. Squeeze in. Feel the shakes. Find your balance. Maybe hold onto a chair or move your hands into another position for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower your heels. Stand up. Reach up. In. Exhale. And then inhale back into your chair. Exhale, stand, squeeze the block, straighten, really straighten through your hip flexors that we've been keeping in the bent position. Inhale back down. Exhale, stand, squeeze your glutes. Inhale back down. Exhale, iron out the front body. Exhale, inhale, exhale. Inhale like a train. Exhale. Inhale. You've got it. For 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Exhale. Squeeze the block. Squeeze the block. Lift up through your pelvic floor muscles. And then remove the block. All right, we're coming to a squat at the front of our mat. I'll turn towards you. Heels in, toes out. Start to bend your knees so that your knees are tracking with the center of your feet. You can stay all the way up here if you need. You can widen the distance in between your feet, or maybe you can come all the way down. If you have props, you can sit on a couple of blocks, pressing your hands together, pressing your elbows into your inner legs and your inner legs into your elbows. Pulling your heart forward, your chest nice and wide, a little bit of a concave in the back of the heart. Maybe lift up your toes. And maybe do this without the block. Should feel good in some way on the inner thighs and the groin. Take 2 more breaths. No pain in yoga. If it's too much, come up. 1 more breath. And then you're going to your leg roll to one side to come to a seat. Good. Stretch your legs out in front. Point and flex through your ankles. Maybe one at a time. Reach your arms up. And exhale, fold towards your feet, maybe taking by the sides of your shins, scooping your heart forward, your belly in, as if you still had a concave here. You don't have to fold all the way down. Nice active legs. And then roll up, lie down on your left side. I'm going to mirror you. So you could stay propped up. Both legs are straight, or you can lower all the way down and cradle your head. If you're propping up, scoop up through your sides of your waist. You're going to take your top leg, your right leg, and bring it in, foot to the floor, or a leg bent all the way down. We're not using that leg. You're going to flex the bottom foot, your left foot, lift it up and lower, lift and lower, all coming from the inner thigh. Just lifting a tiny bit up and down, reaching out through that heel, foot parallel to the mat, a little lower lifts. Really working the adductors today, the inner thigh muscles. You've got it. Got a change coming up. In 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hold it up, point the ankle, and circle. Little circles, extending through that leg, and breathing. Switch directions of your circles. Try not to lean back. Try to stay nice and square, stacking your shoulders. Good. And then hold, 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 and lift, 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 little lifts for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lower the leg down. Give a little tap and roll to the other side. Legs straight to start. Scooping in the belly, stacking the hips, the knees, the ankles, the shoulders. Be careful of my microphone. So you can lie all the way down, or you can cradle your head. You're going to take your top leg, your left leg, and bring it forward. Maybe bring it down like this, or bring the sole of the foot up. Doesn't really matter what you do with this leg. You just want to get it out of the way. Then we're going to start to engage the inner thigh of that right leg and lift and lower. Flexing through the ankle. Little lifts, up an inch and down an inch. Now you're softening through your jaw, your tongue, just feeling into this inner thigh of that right leg. We've got a change coming up. In 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold it up, point the ankle, and circle. Little circles like the size of a blueberry. Nice and small and controlled, all coming from that inner thigh. Switch directions of your circles. Oh, feel that muscle, all those muscles working in your legs. And then hold the point. This is it. Little lifts, little pulses at the top. You've got it. For 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. Pulling your belly in. 3, 2, and 1. Lower the leg down. Give a little tap. Good. Come on up. Open your legs into a V position. A straddle. Take your hands behind your back. Lift your heart. Flex your feet. Not forcing it. You can also sit up on a little cushion here. And you're going to take your right leg, bend it in, bringing the sole of the foot to the left inner thigh, maybe putting a block or something under the knee. You're going to take your left arm, maybe on a block. Take your right hand behind your head, open up through your chest, your side body, anchoring both hips down, maybe taking the arm over the head, keeping that left leg nice and engaged, reaching out through the heel. If your right hand can touch your foot, you can go through the bunny hole to look. I can't do it right now. Feeling pretty tight. Just find your edge. And then inhale, slowly come back up. Straighten the bent leg and bend the straight leg. Sitting up nice and tall, maybe putting a prop under this knee. Anchoring both hips down. And then taking your right forearm on the inside of the leg, turning your torso, taking your left hand behind your head, opening up, and then leaning over your straight leg. Maybe taking the arm over the ear without forcing it. Letting your left hip open, your right hamstring, the side body. Slow and steady breath. And then inhale, slowly come back up to center. Straighten both legs and walk forward any amount or hold on to your big toes or the sides of your feet. Pulling your heart forward. Good. And inhale, come back to center. Bring your legs together. Lie again on your left side. We're not doing more inner thighs. Straighten your legs. Bend your top leg. Quad stretch. Quad stretch. Really pressing that right hip forward. One more breath. And then straighten, roll to the other side. Quad stretch. Bending that top leg. Pressing the hip forward. And then gently release, roll onto your back. Bridge pose, feet in close enough that maybe you could touch your heels. Press into your feet, peel your back up, snuggle your shoulder blades underneath. Lengthen your spine. Open up through your front body. Stay here or press into that left foot. Take that right ankle on top of your left leg for a figure 4 in your bridge. If your right leg is up, lower it back down. Press into that foot. Take your left ankle across, flexing your left foot. Opening up through the hip. As you lengthen your spine, open up through the hips. Then release that left foot back down and lower all the way down. Hug both knees into your chest. You could take any final stretch here. You could take a happy baby pose. You can bend and straighten each leg or take a hamstring stretch or both legs up. You can open your legs into a straddle. Rock a little side to side. You could stay like this, or you could end with a twist, hugging your right knee into your chest, extending your left leg down to the mat, taking that right leg across your body, opening up your right arm to the side, spine twist. Coming back to center, switching, left knee comes in, straightening your right leg, taking it across your body, spine twist. Then come back to center, hug everything in, get really small, maybe lift your forehead up towards your knees, and then release, Shavasana, final resting pose. Get comfortable, maybe use your props. Make any final adjustments here before you melt into your mat. You could stay here as long as you like. You could press pause. But if you're ready to come back, start to move, wiggle. Maybe reach your arms over your head. And then hug your knees into your chest and roll to one side. A moment of pause. Just noticing how you feel. We worked our legs a lot today, our glutes, our core, of course, is always in for the ride. We didn't do too much for our upper body on purpose because we'll be working our upper body tomorrow. Slowly come up to a seat. With your eyes still closed or soft, your hands to heart center with a lot of gratitude for all we hold dear. Thank you so much for being here today. The light in me honors the light in you. Namaste. Leave me a comment, subscribe. If you haven't, give me a thumbs up, and I hope to see you for the next class.